Hello and welcome to your guide to accelerated math at the University of New Haven. This guide is for students who are either enrolled in college math and need to complete at least college algebra, or enrolled in college algebra already and need to complete at least pre-calculus. First of all, what do we mean by accelerated? So the traditional math sequence for STEM majors, which is dependent on math placement, could look something like this. If you're placed in college math, your first semester is college math 1108, then the next semester is college algebra, then pre-calculus, and then calculus. However, if you're trying to do the accelerated sequence, let's say you're placed into 1108, you might take college math and college algebra in the same semester by accelerating through the work that is given to you in college math and trying to finish 2 courses in 1 term. Then your second semester would have you in pre-calculus, third semester calculus, and then depending on whether you need more math, your 4th semester may contain calculus 2. And as you can see, that sequence reduces your traditional pace by 1 semester. Scenario B, if you're placed into college algebra, you would do algebra and pre-calc in 1 semester, then calc 1, then calc 2, also then reducing your math by 1 semester. All right, so let's take a look at the first scenario, which is for college math students who need to complete both college math and college algebra. So this is what your to-do list should look like. You're aiming to finish college math by October 18th and taking the final exam by October 30th. You must earn a C, that's a 73 or higher, in order to move on to the next class. You're going to email mathzone@newhaven.edu to be added to a Canvas course for Math 1110 once you're finished. Complete the college algebra course by December 6th. Take the final in college algebra by December 15th at the latest, and please arrange that with your instructor. And the final exam should be taken on your class final date time. So even though you'll be taking a different final, you would take it in that setting. Please check with your professor. So to continue with that same scenario, for students who are in the college math, college algebra accelerated pacing, this is approximately when you would take your first test, your midterm, and your final. You will request access to that college algebra course as was described. And again, you must have a 73 or higher. Following that final, you will then spend about 4 weeks completing the college algebra course. It is taken in a different learning software, so not in Hawks, so keep that in mind. And then again, you would take your final during your class's final exam slot. For our college algebra / pre-calculus accelerated students, here's your to-do list. You're going to enroll in the Canvas accelerated course. We'll make sure to put a link in the comments so you have access to that. You're going to finish your college algebra by October 13th, which includes your final exam. Then you're going to complete the pre-calculus portion, by December 6th, taking that final by December 15th, again, with your regularly scheduled college algebra course. So again, you're taking a different final from the rest of the class if you succeed in completing this course. However, you're taking it at the same time as the rest of the class. And so when would you take your quizzes? Well, with the accelerated pacing, you can expect to take your first test by September 11th, your midterm by the 25th, and your final by October 13th. Again, you need a 73 or higher to be able to move on. This is a department requirement. If 73 or grade C or higher, you will end up in pre-calculus. You will be able to do modules 3 and 4 only, since you already did. There's some overlap in the work, and so you'll just do 2 more modules of the course of about a month and a half, completing the pre-calculus course during that time frame. You'll take the final with your class during your regular section's dedicated time. And you need a C or higher in the pre-calculus as well to move on to Calc 1. You may be wondering, if it's so simple, why doesn't everybody just do it? Well, there's a good bit of effort required. So be prepared to work. Spend additional time outside of class, about 10 to 12 hours total per week, right? That takes the double of 5 to 6 hours recommended for one class, doubles it to 10 to 12. And this will take determination, persistence, and also support. So please seek help in the Math Zone, in the Center for Learning Resources, and the Accessibility Resource Center. Finally, be prepared to commit. Small victories are to be celebrated, as well as productive struggle. It is okay to struggle. In fact, that's part of the learning process. So here's a question we often get. If I'm successful, do I get credit for both math courses? And the short answer is no. The reason for that is you are enrolled in a 3-credit math course, and so you will receive 3 credits and the letter grade earned for the highest level course you complete only. So if in our example, you completed college algebra and pre-calculus, At the end of the semester, you will get the credit and the grade for the pre-calculus class only. That's your highest level one. And that's about it. So what you're going to do is you're going to try to buddy up with other students who are on the same accelerated pathway, so that you can help each other out. And you can also get help from the Math Zone, the CLR, and the ARC. If you have questions, be sure to speak with your academic advisor and your professor to let them know of your plans. This is a great idea to talk about this very topic with your professor in their office hours. All right, thanks for listening and hope to hear from you all soon.